Welcome traders to another live session. Today is Monday the 6th, actually the 10th, and we will be going over a few pairs today. Keep it short. Today is a Monday, so we're just going to let the markets come to us. We had some movement over the weekend, mostly fundamentally. Trump and Mexico actually reached a deal, so that was one of the things that was actually dragging down the USD, and I was hoping it would actually weaken it. But they made a deal, and we couldn't really predict that. That's why we usually don't like to hold trades during the weekend. But it is what it is. I believe we made back our losses from NSD CAD shorts, which is great. So if you have any pair suggestions or questions, send them into the live chat now. I have it opening, the live chat on YouTube, and we'll get to them. Otherwise, let me get straight into the euro. I posted this chart yesterday, basically indicating what we can do. Let me go to the 1 hourly to show you guys. So we drew this consolidation box last week, and we broke out of it, and I believe we entered, I called longs around somewhere here right after we retested it, and I was thinking we are going to make a move up. Right here was Friday's close, and then we kind of pulled back right to this descending channel on our daily time frame. Let me go there. So this is our descending channel, and it's a perfect channel. It's not really going through any candles or anything. And right now we're retesting it, as I indicated in yesterday's chart work on TradingView. So right now we're retesting it, and it could go either way, to be honest. Because we have resistance right here, we could just come back up here and then go down. Because this is a higher high, this is a higher low. If we do touch this resistance and go down past this higher low, then we're back to shorts, and we can go back to 1.1200 region. But I just have a sneaky suspicion that euros will be long, especially because the dollar index is hanging on for dear life once again right at this trend line. This is the daily time frame. I can't go any lower, but I tried to draw this trend line as clean as possible, just connecting wick to wick. And today's closure is going to be really important, because if we do close out this counter trend line, then I could possibly see us slip over, maybe break it, retest, then slip over. However, if we squeeze all the way back up here, somewhere in this region, inside of the trend line, then we have USD strength, and hopefully my USD yen longs will come in. That's a swing trade opportunity, just like the Euro Swiss. So I recommend you guys to have smaller lot sizes on that. Until then, if we do see USD strength, we can hedge our losses by buying pound USD and Euro USD. So for Euro right now, this is more of a waiting game. We do have a pretty strong reaction off this descending channel, but it could obviously be a fake out. I wouldn't do anything until maybe we get up here past this resistance. I'm doing this assuming everyone has their key levels on their charts already for the euro. If you don't, go back to our first two videos where we plotted these levels. So every day we can just do 20-30 minute sessions discussing what's up and how these key levels are playing out. Once we get the platform running, we can have more and more questions and back and forths within people in the chat. Until then, we gotta do more of a one-sided kind of session. So hopefully that's okay with you guys. I did get a comment saying analysis for gold. Gold actually slipped pretty hard. Our ideal entry was at 1263, like I was saying last week. We did not get there, but I don't think let's see. Yeah, so this is where we analyzed our gold trade. I was saying if we came, let me just show you on the daily, if we came somewhere up here in the 1260 region, it'd just be better risk to reward ratio short. Just because in previous times we've come up in this area and we've pierced this resistance zone. I can go all the way as far as back as July of last year, of 2 years ago, and then in November of 2018 and December we spent a lot of time trying to break through this. And we did come short in March, and we did have a fallout. So technically on a 1 hourly, we do have a resistance here if we go to the smaller time frame. But I just wanted a more ideal setup, which was to wait for here. And we never know. This could be a mini pullback and then back to up here, like we saw right here. Many people would have shorted right here, expecting it to go all the way down here. But what actually happened was it was just another higher low and to create a higher high. So we could just be making a higher low right here and then creating another higher high. This is all dependent on the dollar index. I wrote an article on it, breaking down it fundamentally and technically. It was about 800, 900 words. I actually put really a lot of time and thought into it. You should guys check it out. Basically, in the near term and even in the short, even for like Q3 to Q4, I do see USD just being weak overall. That's until they handle these tariffs and deals with Euro, Iran, and China. They already handled it with Mexico, so that's one thing off the list. But that wasn't the major fundamental factor. It was more so the trade war with China, which looks like there's no end in your sight. So that's cool. Gold is it'll probably go to, if you want to short, it could probably go to 1320. Let me just go down to the lower time frame and see if there is an entry to even go short. That's worth your while. Let's do the 4 hourly so we can see. So let's just plot our hourly levels. Cool, we got a resistance. So I just looked to the left. Where did price go? It went all the way down here. Technically right here. So this is this region right here is a 4 hourly support, which we can see has a lot of activity. So this is a nice swing term short. Until there, let's get a take profit in the near term. In the near term, when we were at this point, here, we kind of stalled right at this key level, which is 1320. So that's a short term target, 1320 area. Right here, we can just say right here where this wick was and where we had a lot of wicks downwards and activity. So 22 would be a nice first take profit, and we're just actually bouncing off that right now. So now would not be a good time to short. If you, however, are looking for gold shorts for sometime later today or tomorrow, I'd wait for maybe something like this to happen. Let me just plot this. But yeah, Mondays are usually slower, so sit on your hands. I'd wait for something like this to happen. I'd wait for physically price to come down here, have a rejection off 1222, and then maybe go down to our swing take profit right here. This would be a great trade actually. 2 reasons: we are coming off recent resistance. Number 2, we broke this level and we retested it. So coming off recent resistance, break this key level, retest, and looking to the left, when we came to this level, where did we go? Right to our near-term support. So in all actuality, it's a high probability that if we do break this and we retest and we have a rejection, we have a teardrop candle, that we could probably come out and do a range fill right here. So wick fills and range fills, I'll probably make separate videos about that, but I think I've covered the range fill briefly. So we could have a possible range fill for US gold, and that'd go perfectly in line with my USD yen long. If you haven't known by now, gold and USD yen are inverses. So if gold goes up, yen will go down. Here we technically do see a mini retrace. Could probably plot a fib level to see where we're retracing right now. But right now it's not a good time to enter shorts for gold, that's for sure. Right around 23.6. Maybe we probably retrace to 38.2 or the golden ratio, and then probably go back down. But till then, sit on your hands. It is a Monday. Until then, and I recommend you guys enter the Euro CHF long. I'll pull up that chart right now. I actually used to love trading the Swiss pairs, and I'm starting to love them again. They just tend to respect technical key levels like so well. It's actually crazy. I don't know why people don't trade them more often, but let me just pull it up. And if we go to the weekly, you'll see how beautiful this actually the daily. You'll see how beautiful this pair actually is. So we have this little trading range right here, and this key support which we respected multiple times. Even when we've actually went deep, as far as deep as right here, there was times where we'd actually just flick it and bounce back up, like right here. But even in March, when we came deep into this area, buyers were able to push back up, and that's what we're seeing right now. We did have bears try to push past this level, a lot of wicks to the downside, but we now had a bull run, and right now we're printing a bullish hammer. Hopefully, this flicks up a bit above this blue line right here, which is 1.12900. We're kind of stalling there, like we did here, so I'm not too worried, because we have stalled in this area before. As long as we don't go past this green line right here, I feel like we're good for longs. Going down to the 4-hourly, you see that we're still printing higher highs and higher lows, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So we're still doing that. We could potentially create a lower, yeah. So right now, see, this is how a higher high. We could create a lower low than this, maybe somewhere in this part of the support zone. Right now, we're reacting to this hourly resistance that we were kind of boxed in, but that's fine as long as we don't go past of. Let me just draw the trend line just so we can visualize. As long as we don't go past. Yep. So as long as we don't break this trend line and indicated, that this is just a bear flag, we should be good. I don't think it's a bear flag. Maybe on the smaller time frame, but the analysis was done on the daily time frame, so I'm just gonna let it play out. I think it should be a nice long opportunity, but we'll see. The markets are a bit iffy right now. It is a Monday, and we've had some fundamental movement over the weekend. So that's gold, euro, euro CHF. Euro CHF is long, still in it. USD yen is a long. If I do enter gold shorts, I will let you guys know. Dollar index. Have this chart open. Read the article so you know the exact key levels. I actually did a better technical analysis than this one. It didn't say for some reason, but whatever. Let's just wait for this close, see what happens, see where the next candle prints. Ideally, we want the candle to print within this trend line, not outside of it. And I had to cover one more thing. NSD CAD. Let me just show simple analysis. NFP week has never been my favorite week. I don't think I've ever been too profitable during it. That's why I know what to expect, but part of last week was kind of my fault. I was looking for a lot of reversal setups, but if you look at the stats, it's higher probability to trade with the trend and not against it, and so NSD CAD was a perfect opportunity. I posted this last night, and right now we're about 50 or 60 pips in profit. But let me just show you what I mean by going with the trend. So I just do my top-down analysis, which I've said since my first video. Descending channel, cool. So we're in a downtrend. We identified the trend. Let's go to the smaller time frame. Our key levels are already plotted. Smaller time frame, downtrend is intact. If you know what a bear flag is, we created a bear flag on the smaller time frame, but nonetheless, downtrend is intact. We hit a point on our downtrend. Cool. So I don't see any major trend reversals here. Go on the daily. So we have a bear flag. If you don't know what a bear flag is that during a bearish run like this one right here, we're going to create an ascending channel. It looks like a flag. Let me get an arrow just to kind of make you guys visualize this. So this is our flagpole. Okay, let me remove these fibs. Actually, I'll let it be for now. So this is our flagpole right here. This is our flag. So we created a bearish flag right here, and on the smaller time frames, we broke it, and you can see that break on the 4-hourly. So on the 4-hourly, we broke it, came up, tried to make another run at it. We just couldn't, and we had to follow through. And not only that, we had some confluence from our Fibonacci's. The 30, which level was this? or at the 38.2 level. So we had some confluence there. So it was a nice short trade. We were trading with the trend. We weren't doing any heroics, you know. So high probability trade. Stop. I already closed off my position, but if you're still in it, stop should be at entry. Position should be closed in half, and we should ride it out to about 0.87230 as our finally take profit. And that's NSD CAD. I'll send more of these intraday setups, just trading with the trend. But right now, so many pairs, especially the majors, are sitting on key levels that it's either a reversal or a continuation. And with the recent, market instability and conflicting fundamentals and technicals, you may think one's a reversal, but it ends up being a continuation, and vice versa. So that's today's session. If you guys have any suggestions, like I said, email them in at support@Forex Lens. If you have any friends that are new to trading or want to get in, send them a link to our Forex Lens YouTube channel. There's videos on Ichimoku, GAN, a bunch of other trading ways, technical methods of trading other than the ways I do it. So if this is not your cup of tea, that's cool. There's videos from our past uploads that you can check out on our YouTube channel. Until then, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'd update you guys if I enter any trades for the rest of the day. But that's today's session. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't applied these key levels, please do. And please go check out our blog. I have some great content on there that actually, will get you guys to understand how price really moves and what fundamental factors are affecting the market right now. So that's today's session. Have a great day, guys. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, 11 Eastern.